We're going to check in with meteorologist John Birchfield for this week's algal bloom outlook.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this has been consistent. We've been doing this ever since.
Yeah, sure has. And to make matters more interesting, the size of the bloom's not always representative of how toxic it is, but we're starting to get a better feel based on the latest weather conditions on what you can expect this year and the state of our water. Now, the good news is we've been drier than normal through the end of May and the start of June. And due to that drier trend in the weather, there's been an overall slight downtick in the severity outlook, and the latest outlook from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Associations, still shows a range of 4.5 to 7. Now, a week ago, the upward limit of that range was a 7.5, so a slight decrease in the expected severity of the bloom. Now, there is still a fairly broad range of outcomes, and that is partly dependent on how the weather conditions play out over the next month or so. The algal bloom doesn't really peak until August into September, so should we be warmer than average and wetter than average, that would likely contribute to a worse than normal harmful algal bloom out on the lake. Now, here's a look at our recent rainfall. This month so far, only 0.63. That is the month of June so far, and due to the drier start to the month, there has been that slight decrease in the algae outlook. But of course, based on how the rest of the month plays out, that'll dictate what ultimately occurs this year. Now, one thing's for sure, the Western Basin water temperatures are really starting to skyrocket. The latest observation shows 71, and by August into September, that Lake Erie water temperature is going to be reading in the mid-70s to even the upper 70s. So still some uncertainty, but the good news is the drier spell of weather that we've experienced is at least trending in a favorable direction. We'll continue to keep you updated here each and every Thursday, and also in the Climate Friday newsletter and how your water may be affected.